was just a usual afternoon in Dhaka when a military jet fell from the sky and struck a school. 19 lives lost, over 160 injured. And one question echoes across the nation. What went wrong with the F-7 BGI? A Bangladeshi Air Force training aircraft crashed into a school building in Dhaka on Monday afternoon, killing at least 19 people and injuring over 160, according to Brigadier General Mohammad Jahed Kamal, director of the country's fire service. The jet, an F-7 BGI, had taken off at 1:06 p.m. local time for a routine training mission. Minutes later, it developed what the military described as a mechanical failure and crashed into Milestone School and college in the Uttara suburb of the capital. The plane slammed into the second floor of a classroom block where students in grades 3 and 4 were present at the time. Footage and photos from the scene show a large fireball and a plume of dense black smoke rising from the school. Emergency workers arrived quickly, but their access to the building was delayed by the crowds of onlookers that had already gathered. Police, fire officials and military personnel struggled to push through the growing mass of people surrounding the site. 9 units from the fire service and 6 ambulances were dispatched. At least 50 people, many with severe burns, were rushed to the National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery in Dhaka. Hospital officials told reporters that several victims remain in critical condition. The full extent of the casualties is still being assessed. Authorities have not released a confirmed breakdown of how many of the dead or injured were children, but eyewitness accounts suggest that many victims were inside classrooms when the aircraft hit. Parents rushed to the school within minutes of the crash, many searching for their children with no information or guidance amid the chaos. Ambia Akhtar was one of them. Her son, Wasif Kader Bhuyan, a 4th grade student, was believed to be inside the building when the plane crashed into her son's school.
I was trying to enter the campus building, but it was not possible due to a heavy crowd. I don't know what happened to him.
Teachers and students shared similarly harrowing accounts. Rezal Islam, a teacher at Milestone School, told BBC Bangla he saw the aircraft strike the building directly. Another teacher, Masood Tariq, described hearing a loud explosion and seeing flames engulf the structure. "There were many guardians and kids here," he said. A student who witnessed the crash said he saw the plane crash into the building right in front of my eyes. School officials have not yet confirmed how many children were in class at the time, but Milestone School accommodates students aged 4 to 18. The Air Force confirmed in a statement that the pilot of the F-7 was among those killed. The aircraft model, of Chinese origin, has been in service in Bangladesh for several years and is primarily used for training missions. Investigators are now examining the jet's maintenance history and flight data to determine the cause of the failure. In response to the tragedy, Bangladesh Prime Minister Muhammad Yunus called the crash a moment of deep sorrow for the nation. He expressed condolences to the victims' families and instructed authorities and hospitals to prioritise support and treatment for the injured, according to his statement on X.
In the Diyarbakir area of the capital, at the Milestone School and College campus, a Bangladesh Air Force training aircraft crashed, resulting in casualties. The bodies of those whose identities can be confirmed will be handed over to their families as soon as possible. The bodies of those whose identities cannot be immediately confirmed will be identified through DNA testing and subsequently handed over to their families. The Honorable Chief Advisor is closely monitoring the treatment of the injured. To ensure uninterrupted medical operations, the general public is specially requested to avoid unnecessary crowding in the hospital area.
Yunus also confirmed that a formal inquiry would be launched and announced a national day of mourning on July 22nd. Flags across Bangladesh will be flown at half-mast in memory of the victims. As rescue operations wind down, attention now shifts to how such an incident could have occurred and how future tragedies can be prevented. The aircraft involved in Monday's tragic crash in Dhaka was a Bangladesh Air Force F-7 BGI, a modernised variant of the Chinese-built Chengdu J-7, itself derived from the Soviet MiG-21. Designed as a high-speed interceptor and advanced training platform, the F-7 BGI is a single-engine, supersonic jet tailored specifically to Bangladeshi operational requirements. It features a glass cockpit equipped with digital multifunction display, hands-on throttle and stick controls, a modern head-up display, helmet-mounted sight, night vision compatibility, GPS-based navigation, and a Martin Baker Mk10 ejection seat. Powered by a Liang Wopen 13F afterburning turbojet, the aircraft can reach speeds over Mach 2, climb at a rate of 195 meters per second, and operate at altitudes up to 17,500 meters. With a combat radius of approximately 850 kilometers and G-limit tolerances of +8/3, the F-7 BGI balances agility and endurance for both combat and training missions. It is armed with a 30mm cannon and can carry up to 3,000 kilograms of external ordnance, including short-range air-to-air missiles and precision-guided bombs. A total of 16 F-7 BGI aircraft were delivered to Bangladesh between 2011 and 2013, forming the backbone of the country's interceptor and fighter training capability. Operated primarily by the Thundercat Squadron, the F-7 BGI remains one of the most advanced combat aircraft in Bangladesh's fleet. Despite its aging airframe lineage, its upgraded systems and avionics continue to serve a vital role in the nation's air defence.